This could be the winter storm of the century, folks. It's already piled up 4 feet of snow in the Ohio Valley with blizzard conditions, and it's headed our way. So get out the candles, light a fire in the fireplace, and cuddle up with someone you love. It'll be a long, cold night. We now return you to our regular program.
You want your ribs?
Just a second. Okay, officer. Any problems out there yet tonight?
So far, so good, Commissioner. A couple of fender benders. An old lady slipped on the ice.
Make sure that all the homeless get in shelters.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and grab yourselves a couple of containers of coffee. It's gonna be a long, cold night.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, this is Commissioner Buchanan. You all set for a winter emergency? All my guys are on standby. All right, what about the fire department, the emergency medical teams? Okay, look, I'm gonna be back in my office shortly, all right? I'll be there all night if it's necessary. All right, keep me posted, Manny, thanks.
So, is everyone in Lambview doing his job to your satisfaction? Yeah, it's a good thing the snowstorm hit when it did, because we actually might have had dinner together and found some common ground. But you know, what the heck?
This is Commissioner Buchanan. Have you heard the weather report? All right, if you run out of beds, I want you to use the basement of City Hall for a temporary shelter, all right? Great. Let me know. Where are my ribs?
What?
Buchanan.
There are your ribs.
So, there you have it. My heart's desire is to make love to you.
Ian.
Don't say it.
You don't think I want to?
If you did, you wouldn't have to say anything at all.
Oh, no. I've fantasized about it, too.
But what, it's the wrong place, wrong time? Well, perhaps even I'm the wrong lover.
No. No. It's,
Be kind.
Blair is still an issue.
Not for me.
But as long as she thinks she's still in the picture, she is. And there's Dorian.
Crowded picture.
No, I'm worried about her. You know, I don't even know where she is.
You mean Mel and Cassie didn't find her in Ohio?
Well, we haven't heard even if she's made it to the house yet. And the weather has been horrible there, and it's coming this way. Look, it started to snow already.
Well, those three are pretty resourceful people. I mean, I'm sure wherever they are, they're high and dry. Personally, I think a snowstorm is a good reason to stay indoors. And, open another tin of caviar. I'll call the palace, have them send around a suitable feast, and we'll just stay put for a couple of days. And then we can, fulfill any number of fantasies. So, what are you in the mood for? Salmon? Pheasant under glass?
Well, you are determined to get my mind off Aunt Doreen and Blair, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. That's the idea. Hello, yes, this is Ian Armitage, aboard the Fortunator. Good evening. I was wondering if you had any salmon.
One Life to Live, brought to you.
Discretion advised.
What was that? Gunshots?
No, it's just the branches cracking under the weight of the snow.
Okay, that one sounded like a body on the roof.
Cass, don't go morbid on me now. It's just the old cedar being whipped against the side of the house. Oh, she's dead to the world.
Now, who's being morbid?
Listen, I'm the one who went to your room a few minutes ago, knocked on the door. You weren't there. Where were you?
Exploring. I was curious about that music we heard coming from the 3rd floor. Miss Stonecliffe had said that she closed off to save on heat. Yeah. So I went to check it out. And guess who else wasn't in her room a little while ago?
Did you have to explain yourself to her?
No. I hid. I heard it coming, and I hid. But she opened the door to the staircase with a key, and then bolted it again behind her.
She wasn't taking any chances?
Mm-mm. She went up the stairs, then the music stopped.
Right.
Then the music started again. She came back down the stairs, locked the door behind her, and went back down the hall.
Where did she take the key?
I don't know, but it's somewhere on her body.
Oh, boy, more secrets. What a tangled web our Miss Stonecliffe weaves.
I think whatever she's hiding has everything to do with how and why my grandparents died.
Can you imagine growing up in this spook house? The key to this, maybe the key to that door, but how do we get hold of it? All right, let's go somewhere where we can brainstorm and talk above a whisper. Okay, come on.
Listen to the wind. Sounds like somebody in pain. I can't get my mind off Aunt Dorian.
Well, there isn't anything you can do about Dorian right now. So, why don't we concentrate on us?
Ian, I thought you understood. I'm not ready.
Making love to you is going to be a long, leisurely, most anticipated pleasure. I don't see it as a few hours of intimacy. I mean to make it my life's work. So we have all the time in the world. Consider tonight a prelude. And in that vein...
What is this? For me?
Yes, I've been carrying it around in my pocket for a few days, sort of trying to work up enough courage.
Even when you were mad at me for blowing your plans with Blair for buying the Sun?
Well, I knew I wasn't going to stay angry for very long.
Well, I didn't.
Then you've learned something about me. But I guess that's part of lovemaking, isn't it? We reveal our naked souls, which is not something that I've been very good at in the past, but you are showing me how. Open it. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, Ian.
It belonged to my mother. It was a gift from her mother on her 16th birthday. To me, it's a symbol of her true spirit before Sir Guy, before she was forced to live a lie.
It's exquisite. It's a ruby?
Star ruby. Hold it up to the light. It'll shine. Now,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
a bit of an old-fashioned setting. I hope you don't mind.
No, I love it.
It's just...
Now, remember, I said this was a prelude, a beginning. All right, now, I fully intend to put a ring on your left hand one day, but until then, consider this a sign of my commitment to help you survive the lies and secrets of your own family.
How do you manage to make me feel like I'm always in a dream?
I mean, dreams are all well and good, but I am real, and I am yours, whenever you are ready.
I'm afraid you'll grow impatient with me.
Oh, no. A little present suffering isn't a bad investment for a future of happiness. Let me see. Oh, yes, it suits you. It's beautiful. One of a kind. It shines from within.
You have to stop that. Because I'm gonna lose it. Thank you.
Let me call you back.
Do I have your attention?
Oh, yes, honey, you have my attention. I have everybody in the place's attention. Thank you.
Why do we bother even coming here for meeting for dinner?
Look, I didn't arrange this big snowstorm, okay?
The mayor's office coordinates city agencies in an emergency. It is not the job of the police commissioner.
I'm civic-minded. Sue me.
So go door to door and make sure everyone has a hot cup of soup.
What is with you?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe it's the way you're using this emergency, this snow emergency, as an excuse to keep your distance.
It's a lot of bull.
Will you just put down that damn cell phone?
I'm dealing with a force of nature here. It's not my choice. It's not like you, the choice you made when you deliberately went to work for a man that you knew would drive me crazy.
So this is about RJ?
Don't blame my job.
I don't see why we have to blame anything, Bo. So we disagree about RJ's involvement in the Holden kidnapping. Big deal. We have found ourselves on opposite sides of cases before. Why can't we leave this one at the office?
You tell me.
I don't know, Bo. I don't know. I'm serious. I don't get it.
2 kids died.
And you're ready to convict RJ without proof.
You're sticking up for him without any proof. But I guess, no, that's part of the code of legal ethics, right? Like innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which is right up there with client confidentiality. That's the reason you used when you didn't trust me to do my job well enough when Max's kids were kidnapped.
So, coming back to that.
You're damn straight.
Commissioner?
Hey, Nick, what's going on? I'd like you to meet my wife, Nora. Honey, say hello to Detective Dominic Fiore. He's Philly PD's loss, our gain.
Call me Nick, please. Very nice to meet you, Mrs. Buchanan. Listen, I'm sorry to disturb your dinner, but this will only take a second, I promise.
Oh, that's absolutely no problem, officer. I was leaving. I'll see you at home.
Nora?
Oh, that's right. You're going to be manning your battle station, so I guess I'll see you when I see you.
Well, you're not going anywhere, honey. Nick, I'll be right with you, okay? I'm asking you to stay here.
You told me to stay here. What's the point?
This is not going to take that long, and then I swear there'll be no other interruptions, okay?
I've been here for an hour, Bo. Now you want quality time? Oh, go on. He probably wants to give you a weather report. I'm here. It's okay.
Let's make it snappy, okay? This better not be about a busted snowplow.
No, sir. It's in connection to our investigation of R.J. Gannon. Looks like there's a break in the Holden kidnapping case, and I'd like your permission to follow up on it before the storm hits.
Did the Earth just move for you, or was that the yacht?
It's fierce out there. Are you sure we're safe?
Well, yes, the Coast Guard would blast their storm horns if we were in danger.
Well, then what would happen?
Well, we'd abandon ship. That ring was supposed to make you happy.
Oh, know, it does. I guess I'm just, a little afraid.
Of?
Of what it means?
Well, it means whatever we want it to mean. I mean, we will decide that as we go along, that there is no pressure.
I know, but it implies that we're going along to some place.
Well, yes, I mean, I certainly hope so.
What happens if we don't ever get there?
Maybe the journey is the point. When you get there, you're done. So I can see us just going along in another 50 years. I mean, can't you?
50 years from now.
Yeah, sorry, that's just a bit scary.
Yeah, but probably not in the way that you mean. Don't you ever get bothered by all the madness in my family? What if I end up like my mother or Addie?
Not a chance.
Sometimes I think that Blair has already gone over the edge.
Can we just forget about Blair tonight? The snow is about to cut us off from the outside world, so why don't we be selfish for a few hours?
I wish I could. But Ian, the snow has got to be much worse in Ohio. And I hope that, Cassie and Mel, that they're okay, and I hope that they found out Dorian. I wish I knew what was going on.
Yeah, so do I. Look, I believe that you are worried about Dorian. But I am not so sure that that is the reason you don't want to make love to me.
That was a little too close for comfort.
Man, you get lightning in the middle of a blinding snowstorm, you know you've got some serious weather.
Yeah, it's getting worse. You'll have to make do with sandwiches. I can't cook anything hot with the power off. Help yourself.
Thank you, I'm starved.
Where's Dorian?
She's in her room, resting.
She hasn't had anything to eat since lunch. I'll take this up to her.
Point in taking that up to her? She's already asleep.
She'll be hungry when she wakes.
Mm-hmm. You should get some rest yourself, don't you think, after that fainting spell? I think you should choose another Dodge next time.
If you weren't a guest in my house...
Your house? I beg your pardon. Dorian pays the bills here. Technically, it's her house, don't you think?
Mel, we're both tired, and the storm has us all on edge.
I'd like an apology.
I'm sorry.
I'm not angry at you, child.
We just must seem very pushy, coming here and asking all these questions. It's just that you've just given us so many answers.
I did my best. I thought I told you everything you needed to know when you came here the first time.
Yes, you opened up a lot of doors in my mind, and once those doors were open, I was able to walk through them. But then I found that there were other doors that I just haven't been able to get, through them all.
yet. I've gone over everything with Dorian. I'd be glad to go over it all again with you. I have nothing to hide. You must have a sadly dark and sinister mind to be so suspicious, Mr. Hayes. Now, would you like a little cake and milk to go with your sandwich?
Thank you, yes. I'll help you.
No, thank you. I have little enough to offer. I am very pleased to return Dorian's charity by providing for her daughter.
She's ready to kill you.
At the very least. I better go check, make sure she really does go into that kitchen. Maybe she'll leave the keys on the drain board.
Mel, I haven't called home since we got here. Well, are there any messages you want relayed to anyone?
Just tell Kevin to pass it on to everybody that we're holed up here, uncomfortable but safe for the moment.
You know, if the plow comes by, you're never gonna get my car out. Oh, relax.
Reverend Carpenter.
Andrew, it's me. How's River?
He's fine. Cold's almost gone. How are you, and where are you?
I'm in Canton, and Mother is here, and, well, their power and the phone went out because of the storm as soon as we arrived.
Yeah, we're about to get hit by it here, and River came. He says he wants me to take him sledding tomorrow because he figures that school's going to get canceled.
Give him a big hug for me.
Absolutely. When you coming home?
It can't be soon enough for me. Mother's even shakier here than when she left. This place gives me the creeps. Andrew, I think my battery's going dead. Andrew, would you just tell Kevin that I'm okay and...
I don't know. The last I heard from Cassie, she and Mel were stuck at this motel on the interstate. Well, don't worry. She'll call you when she can.
No, she just called. Just a second ago. Yeah, she's there. She made it, and Dorian was there, and now she's trapped by the storm, and her cell phone went out before I get any more information. Look, I'm sure she would have called you next.
How'd she sound?
Pretty shaky, you know. Dorian's not in the best of shape, and the weather doesn't help either.
Right. Thanks.
So the wiretap on Charbonneau's phone paid off, huh?
Yeah, we picked up a call he made to Toronto. Looks like Ahmed Claude needs a lead, and he needs it fast. So that's why the music man's putting on the heat.
You don't think this music man could own Club Indigo now, do you?
The thing is, they're closing down the airport soon.
All right, get up there before this lead gets ice cold. I mean, literally, all right? Nice work, Nick.
Thanks, Commish.
What's that song about two ships on the highway of life?
One without a sail and the other without a rudder. Now, on top of everything else, I got a guilty conscience.
You?
Kind of took a cheap shot at Kevin.
Oh, well, cheap shots just aren't as satisfying as a good slug to the solar plexus. And that's not even as satisfying as a hug.
I remember hugs.
Really?
I'm gonna grab a table, okay? Talk to you later.
All done? What was so important, the galoshes report?
Cheap shot. Funny, it had nothing to do with the weather. Okay. We've had ribs. Let me get you home safely before this storm gets worse.
I'm from Chicago. A little snow doesn't bother me. The state of our marriage does.
Well, there may not be anything for us to fight about soon. I know you think that I'm going after RJ without any proof. Nick is on his way to Canada right now, and he's going to get the proof.
Had Kelly heard from? I don't know. According to Dorian's maid, Miss Kelly is out for the evening.
Let me guess. She's with Ian. On his yacht, no less.
I don't know whether to call her there or not.
Let's do it in person.
Come on, sit down. I know what you're after.
Look, my brother is worried about his woman, and your brother is worried about his woman.
You know, I hate to tell you
No,
this.
come on, Ken. She has the right to know that Cassie and Dorian are okay. I'm going with you because you're my brother and she's my friend. All right, is that better? Come on, it's snowing. Let's go.
So you're jumping to the conclusion that RJ is the music man. And you think if this guy in Toronto gives you the dope that puts RJ behind bars, that's gonna make everything okay between us?
Just keep it down. This is classified information, honey.
Then why did you tell me?
Because I trust you. Because I don't follow the letter of the law to the point of absurdity. We're husband and wife.
Really? For how long?
I have feelings for you, okay? Real strong feelings, and I want to be able to trust those feelings. But I trusted what I had with Joey, and I got burned.
I know.
I don't even know if I am capable of sustaining a relationship, okay? My mother didn't. On Dorian, the minute she thought she was getting it right with Mel, all these family secrets started coming out, whatever they are. And I'm a part of those family secrets, and God only knows where I'm going to end up someday.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You are not Dorian, and you're not Blair.
No, you're right. I am not Blair. Okay, she makes me furious, all right? I can't even see straight when we're in the same room. And you refuse to see how dangerous she is. On top of being worried about myself, about my mother, whether or not I'm gonna go crazy or not, I am worried about you.
Is that a good thing?
Blair is intending to put her tentacles all over you so tight that you can't get out. She has managed to lie, to scheme, to just cheat her way into hearts of two fabulously rich men, and she's decided you're number 3.
Well, I have decided otherwise.
Look, if she hurts you, you're gonna come running back to me.
I can look after myself, okay? And stop trying to pick an argument with me to keep me at arm's distance. I am pretty familiar with that tactic. I use it all the time. You don't have to do that with me. I know that you are a jumble of emotions right now. And I love the fact that you feel so deeply, but... In fact, I hope you can teach me that someday. Just don't use it as a defense. You can be defenseless with me. I won't take advantage of you. I promise.
Milk? Homemade cake? Wow, what a treat. Did you used to make this for my mother and her sisters when they were little?
Oh, yes. They love to have tea parties sometimes.
All sounds so normal.
Well, it was.
Well, I mean, we just keep hearing these stories from my mother and her, you know, Aunt Melinda and Aunt Addie.
Oh, it was a normal, loving family. Sonia adored her little girls. Oh, of course, they didn't understand some things.
Oh, no, children never do.
And Melinda and Agatha were never very stable, and now I'm worried about Dorian. And her memories are so distorted with guilt and fear.
What does Dorian have to fear?
It's my turn to hide it. Hurry up, Melinda, before Miss Stonecliffe finds us.
Girls, what are you doing? What are you hiding behind that molding?
Kevin Newman, this week on Good Morning America.
I made an ethical decision at a very difficult time, and you keep throwing that back in my face. And now you're gloating because the supposed new lead is going to make you right about RJ and make me wrong. Does that sound like a working partnership to you?
If RJ has those kids' blood on his hands, you're going to want to see him swing just as much as I do.
You don't get it.
Look, this is a solid lead. Now, if you can't be objective about that, you're going to have to figure out why. I'm not sure this has anything to do with me.
You know, you're right. There's no point in searching for common ground. There isn't any.
Dorian was frightened of something. You said so just now. Of what?
How would I know?
Something happened in this house a long time ago, and whatever it was, it left Dorian with a burden of guilt she's carried around most of her life.
I answered your questions.
Oh, really? From what I've heard so far, your precious Sonia did damage to her children, sent 2 of them to institutions, and left Dorian emotionally scarred.
Sonia was not to blame! Don't speak ill of the dead.
Miss Stonecliffe, I'm sorry. Nothing can harm my grandmother now. She's found her peace. But my mother hasn't, and her sisters haven't, and I haven't, and there are others. Tom, please help us. You're the only one who can help us. Please just tell me what is wrong with my mother. What have you done to her?
Folks, I am terribly sorry to barge in like this, but Kelly, we heard from Mel and Cassie. They're at the farmhouse, and Dorian's there.
Well, is she okay?
As okay as can be expected, I guess. Things sounded pretty dicey. There's no power, there's no phones.
Well, how did she sound?
I didn't actually get to speak to her. She spoke to Andrew. She called to see if River was okay and, you know, didn't have enough battery power for another call. Anyway, Andrew said that she sounded pretty upset.
Well, thanks for the news.
Sure.
Look, you want to go home, we'll give you a ride. She doesn't need a ride. Actually, we're about to eat dinner, so if you don't mind. You know, the roads may be impassable in another hour. Then she will be quite safe and comfortable here.
What the hell is that?
I think that's the Coast Guard. I mean, warning us that we need to get off the ship, right?
No, we can't argue with the Coast Guard, can we?
In that case, I will drive her home.
We're headed that way anyway.
When are you going to get it through your thick little skull that she doesn't want to have anything to do with you?
Yeah, well, if you would keep your hands off Blair for more than 2 seconds, I might believe you care about Kelly.
Okay, guys, not that I don't love a good fight, but this is not the time.
No, I think it's the perfect time. Before this uptight English twit does something to hurt you.
Such as dump her without so much as a phone call? Oh,
I'm sorry, that's it.
Enough! Stop it! Joey and Kevin, you should go.
Okay, fine. That's what you want.
Well, that's what she said.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, there is no need for you to apologize for your ex-boyfriend's bad manners.
Look, I think I really do need to go home. I'm sure that Cassie is going to try to get in touch with me, and now I'm more worried than ever.
But that isn't really why you didn't want to make love with me tonight. It's not about Dorian, it's not about Blair, it's... well, it's not even about me, is it? It's about Joey Buchanan.
It is mainly about Aunt Dorian. Okay, I've had this horrible feeling all night that something horrible is happening to them at that farmhouse.
I did nothing to your mother.
I'm sorry, that just came out.
You people drove Dorian into the darkness she's drowning in. Take her away. Leave the past alone.
Why? What are you hiding here? We're gonna find out. You can bet on it.
Then God help Dorian.